Hello basketball coaches and basketball players. Today I am going to talk to you about practice planning for your next basketball practice. Let's get it on. So, first I would like to say thank you for everyone who stuck around during my time off. I was sick and everything. I'm going to try and start up these videos going twice a day once again. So, look forward to that stuff. Anyways, I got a new MacBook. Yeah, 15-inch. Brand new MacBook. This thing is amazing. As you can see, I did some 4K videos. They weren't actually true 4K. It was a 4K background with two 1080 videos inside of it, so it was still technically 4K. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Anyways, so practice planning is very important. Some coaches will just go to practice and wing it. I personally like to plan what I'm going to do for practice. And I do a few things when I'm trying to plan it. So I try to say, okay, what is my outcome? What do I want to teach? And how I'm going to do that. So generally in Canada, at least, we have a 2-hour window for practice in most cases. I know some teams are cutting down to 1 hour, mainly because of the cost of renting out gyms up here in Canada is absolutely ridiculous. I know down in the States, at least when I used to play, it was like 10-15 bucks an hour. Up here, you're looking at close to $100 an hour. So it's absolutely ridiculous. At least in my area, that's how much it costs. So planning your practice is very, very important because you have a finite amount of practice time and you really want to get the most out of it. So cell phones are a very big part in practice planning, in my opinion. So you could use an app. And there's quite a few apps that you can basically drag and drop different drills and stuff into your practice, and then it'll time you out and say this is how long you should do for this practice drill, and this one is about 5 minutes, that one's 9 minutes, that kind of thing. You can do that. What I personally like to do is writing it down on a piece of paper on a regular book. The reason for that is now I can change it. I can kind of say, okay, well, this time I'm going to stack it this way. I'm going to stack this drill a different way next time. And I'll make my own notes next to it as well, which is very handy for future practices. So I've used books. I've even made my own notes in the Notes app on my iPhone. That is another way I plan my practices. So I'll say, okay, I've got 2 hours. So I want to do like 10-minute warm-up. I want to go 10 minutes of dribbling drills. I want to go 10 minutes of shooting drills. I want to go 10 minutes of dribbling and shooting drills, dribbling and then taking a shot. And then I want to have like another 20 minutes of like a competition, something fun for my players to do. So something that has dribbling involved, for example, a dribbling practice. Something with dribbling involved in a competition, so maybe dribble tag, for example, and run that for 20 minutes. Make it fun. You're in a sport, you're not going to be there for practice like if you're running a school, like math class. That's not what practice is for. Practice is for having fun, but for also learning. Learning is very important, and you do that with basketball by having fun. So as you've seen, I've been running up on this side of the screen different parts of my practice planner that I run. And so yeah, and then the last 45 minutes of my practice, I normally do my plays. So I don't necessarily just continuously run the same plays over and over and over. That kind of gets redundant. Redundancy sucks for players because they're just like, oh, let's run the 5-out offense. Yep, option 1, let's go, pass. It kind of gets boring. What you want to do is say, okay, assistant coach, you take the defense, I'll take the offense, or vice versa, however which way you have your team organized. For me, I was always the offensive coach, and I always told my defensive coach, my assistant coach, to say, hey, either run the 2-3 zone defense, man-to-man defense, or my 1-4. If you don't know what that is, check out my book. The link is in the description. But basically, how I run it is I'll say to my team, okay, we'll have our group running. We'll have our 5-on-5 half court. Now, I want that coach, my assistant coach, to run a totally random whatever. He'll do whatever code he wants to do. So like, yo guys, run 5-3, whatever that means. Let's say, for example, that means 2-3. They're running a 2-3, but I don't know that. So I'll be saying to my team, huddle up for 1 second. Let's run triangle post or something. Let's say 5-out screen and roll. 5-out pass away. Let's just go run a 5-out 1. So they'll run their 5-out run versus whatever defense they're throwing at us, just like if it was in a game. That's how I do it. That's how I personally do it. Now you can run it totally differently than me. However, that's how I like to run and teach my team how to run plays. And then once they go against the defense 2, 3, 4 times, then they'll switch. Offense goes to defense, defense goes to offense, and then I'll just keep on running plays through them. So anyways, I hope you have enjoyed. I hope this has helped at least a little bit. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, because I make these basketball play videos and coaching videos and whatever videos every single day. I'll see you guys next time. Now guys, this is my new MacBook, and I bought this sticker a while ago. Now normally what I do, let's see if I can focus in, there we go. So normally what I do is wherever I take my MacBooks or my computers, I will put stickers on where I was. So I never took this laptop to Cozumel. However, I was there last winter, and I knew sometime soon I was going to be upgrading to a space gray MacBook. So I got this black sticker, and I thought, well, why not stick it on there? So the Apple's facing that way, so we'll just stick it here, and that's what I'll be doing. I just thought I'd like to share that. I don't know, it's a little small quirk of mine that I like to do. So yeah, let's do that.